Over to you, Disha.
A very warm welcome to one and all present here. I am Disha, currently pursuing my BCom honors from Moody University. Before starting the session, I would request you all to turn on your cameras so that we can have a very interactive session. But first, let me tell you about what BRADS actually is. BRADS is an independent organization which is helping to bring campus to corporates. The BRADS help the student to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and provide real-time experience in the field of management and engineering. Let's have a glimpse at the message given by our Captain Brad. Can we have the video, please?
India is the largest demographic education hub. Still, there are about 4 lakhs of students going abroad for higher education year on year. But one side, if I'm seeing, a lot of Indians are actually leading global corporates. That's a beauty of Indian talent which needs to be pulled out. BRATS. Now, BRATS, what is BRATS? Everybody's hearing, you need to know what is BRATS. BRATS is brands, research, advertising, technology, and strategies. What we are actually trying to do out here. So, our last 3 years research
Shubhranshi, you can reshare your screen.
Yes, ma'am. Is my screen visible?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, it is.
India is the largest demographic education hub. Still, there are about 4 lakhs of students going abroad for higher education year on year. But one side, if I'm seeing, a lot of Indians are actually leading global corporates. That's a beauty of Indian talent which needs to be pulled out. BRATS. Now, BRATS, what is BRATS? Everybody's hearing, you need to know what is BRATS. BRATS is brands, research, advertising, technology, and strategies. What we are actually trying to do out here. So, our last 3 years research developed this platform to connect industry and institutions. What are platforms we actually need to connect? We want you to get ready for the industry while you're in the institute itself. You are thoroughly going through your curriculums, but there are a lot of real-time experiences, case studies, life projects, courses maybe, and that has to be enrolled into your internships, otherwise recruitments. That's what we are here to bring out through your branch. Kumar Kurapati, and I'm the captain for BRADS. We already have about 1,000 plus students associated with us, and a lot of students actually helping us to grow within the campuses, being our campus ambassadors. That's what we look forward to, and I welcome you all, and let's grow together. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
I feel so grateful to be given this opportunity to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Bathu Rive. He is a trained business professional with expertise in project management and business creation. After commercial training in Paris and development his expertise in project and business development, he specializes in the field of event and what technology can do to endure event over time for the public, including his expertise in holograms. Currently, he is working with K6 Media Group. With his unmatched skill in the field of holography and volumetry, and with large-scale projects in Europe, also he is well recognized as being a reference in the holographic field. I welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Hello everyone, how are you? So I'm very pleased to see you again. So the last time I have presented you the company, the plan is today to present you the company once more fast than the last time. And we will have a focus on the holographic industry, holographic systems, and I will share with you different kind of example of what we've done what I did with this kind of tools. So normally, Urvi, you have the presentation. I open it. How do you think we could start?
You want us to do it? I can do that as well.
Okay, yeah, I would like if you have the link, and I will manage, and I will try to manage that from here.
Okay. Just a second, I'm just...
Yeah, no worries. For my part, it's okay. So, in fact, due to the network, that's better for me to manage the content from India more than managing it from Montreal, because the quality of the video is not the best. If we have some technical problems about the video, an example I want to share with you, we will switch and I will try to launch the video from Montreal in order to be sure that all the rights about territories are open and you will see what we are able to do and pass through examples. Okay. So normally I can, request remote control. And normally I can manage now the computer in India. That's great technology. So I'm working for K6 Media Group and Diomatic. Diomatic is a software company. It has been created by Laurent Bécassis, my boss. And it has been created 20 years ago, and K6 Media Group is the umbrella brand, and it's and K6 Media Group has a focus on how to produce and create content. So K6 Media Group is Diomatic, a production studio, and a service house. So you can control, So we will pass through my team, my dream team, as I used to say. We will see two of software made by our company dedicated to the animation. We will see some holographic systems with examples and references. Voilà. So the company. Here you can see our history. It's a mix between the history of the company and the mix of Laurent's history. So Laurent has worked at Click Animation. It was the Click Animation was an animation studio opened in Montreal in 1997, and they had created a pipeline in the animation, the fastest pipeline in the animation between the ID and the broadcasting. He was able to manage and create a content in 22 hours. That was a really fast process in 1997. That's why he has an award winning for this period. In 2000, he has created Diomatic, a software company. No. I don't know why it passed through this. So it passed a software company named Diomatic. Sorry. Voilà. with different kind of plugins and software. We are partner with Adobe, Autodesk, and different kind of software in the animation. In 2005, he won an Emmy Award, a Primetime Emmy Award for outstanding visual effect for a TV series. The TV series was Lost, and it was a crash plane. We have to know that Lost is the turning point between old series and new way to create series. So Laurent has managed the company and the software. K6 Media Group has been created 5 years ago. So the aim is to acquire licenses and create some new contents. And our state of mind is about the remix. We used to say that everything is a remix. So, and in our company, it's embracing the remix. Focus on the idea that a good idea is coming from another good idea. And of course, the future is bright because we have a lot of projects, a lot of animation project, and so on. So I don't know why. Yes. Là. So this slide is about our the way we are imagining our industry. So in K6 Media Group, we are making mobile apps, software, VR and AR content, shop windows, exhibition, puppets. We are working on merchandising, comics, books, toys, and of course, we are making animation production and services, as I told you. Here are our expertise. So we are making animation, 2D and 3D animation. That was the topic of the last session. We are making digital puppet. It will be the subject of the next session. We are making AR, VR content. We have developed a technology platform. We are making live action, so series, movies. We are editing, old book, new books, translation, and so on. We are making special effects, VFX. The topic of today is holographics, and we are making mobile apps. Yes. Following and following. So I will present you the team. Part of my team. It was impossible to show you and present you everyone, but here are the key positions. As you can see here, the first picture on the left, it was a part of the team working in a Zoom session. It was during the pandemic, and we are still working like this. The second photo is our team before the pandemic. As you can see, we are happy to work there. And it was during winter. And before that, the last photo, we have a terrace here, and we can welcome different kind of people, partners, and of course colleagues. And you can see Laurent, my boss, the boss of the company, here talking with Maleka, our colleague. So we are passionate about our profession, and we work in an environment that promotes ethic, knowledge sharing, support, and fairness. And we have a multicultural international team with a variety of background. As I told you the last time, we are coming from different kind of horizons. We are coming from Mexico, North America, English Canada, French Canada, Belgium, France, Ukraine, and so on. So we have a wide range of cultural people, cultural profile. So fastly, so we are around 30 people in our dream team. So Alice is our vice president production. Massimo is our director. David Salvatore is 3D animator. we have so me, of course, I'm managing the relationship, a commercial relationship. Ji Young, which is our designer, animation designer. Michael, our 3D generalist. We also have Estelle, our content director. She is specialist in Christmas. Eric, our CFO. Isabelle, our 2D animator. Philippe, our webmaster. Stefan, our 2D rigger, 3D technical director, and Scott, our technical director. So, and we have another, many other in our dream team multitasking professional. The software. So, Morphomatic and Voiceomatic are two software we have developed in order to spare time and to win time, to be more predictable. I hope that it's clear. So, for example, before this kind of software, we used to make the cartoon, the drawing, before making the voice on the cartoon. Now, with this software, we are totally able to speak, and the mouth of the cartoon is moving. So we are sparing time in the production. So the production is cheaper, is faster, and of course, the client at the end is totally happy with this with this technology. For example, these two software have been used the first time you've seen Mickey Mouse in 3D, and that's it. Today we have 8,000 clients in the last 20 years. So our software and our plugins are really used in the animation industry through the world. So we are managing licenses, we are managing technology, and we are, of course, remixed everything. So, and for us, collaboration is innovation. So the main course, holographic systems for today. So as Suresh know, but maybe you know, if you were on my LinkedIn, I used to work in the holographic industry for a couple of years, around 8 years. And today, the different kind of company I used to work in the holographic industry has disappeared, but the technology is still there, and I still managing this technology because I know exactly how it works. It's an oligopolistic market. That is to say that there is only few companies that are able to manage correctly the different systems, different holographic systems. And I think, and it's only my opinion, my point of view, that the trend is to push more forward this kind of technology in order to have real holographic content in the next few years. A lot of research and development are made now, and we are still working on different kind of projection system. It's a kind of recipe, and maybe one day we will have just to push on the button to have something appear in the air. But today we are working on different technology that manage mirror, lighting, content, hardware, in order to add the feeling of the holograms. The main point is the less you see the system, the more the effect is magical. Here is an example, the Paper Ghost. It's an old technology. It has been creating at the end of the 19th century. It used to be managed with mirror, glasses, and candles. Of course, today we are managing contents through computers. We are managing light through video projectors and bubbles. So today the effect is better than in the last century. I think that if I click on it here, so there is a video. So this video is showing you how the paper ghost is working. So as you can see, there is a video projector on the top. There is a reflex screen under the video projectors. There is a truss structure in order to support everything. There is a stage inside the cube, and this part in orange is a foil, a specific foil made in specific plastics with different kind of elements inside that permit us to manage the reflection at the best potential. The screen, the foil screen, is at 45 degrees. It's hooked by different kind of system. You can see the system there. So this, how it works. So the video projector is launching a picture on the mirror. The mirror is reflecting the picture on the reflex screen on the ground, and the reflex screen on the ground is reflecting the picture on the foil. So that permit us to have this kind of holographic feeling. The content is specific. You know, in the holographic industry, in the holographic system, you have to manage three specific things. The first is the content. What kind of content you want inside your holographic system. The second one is the material. Oh, I don't know what to do. The second thing is what kind of material you want. Here it's an example. The material is a foil, a truss, a video projectors, and with this you can have your holographic film. The third point, and it's the most important in my opinion, is the environment. The environment. What I mean is we have to be able to manage the lights, the air conditioner, the public animals, maybe if it's outside. We have to manage everything around the holographic system. I have a specific example. This technology has been used for Michael Jackson. I think it's the last tour before he died, or just after he died, in Las Vegas, sorry. And everything was great. The system was great because I know the system, and everything was close to be perfect. They only missed one thing. This one thing was the air conditioner. So because the air conditioning was open, we are in Las Vegas, it's really hot, it's inside in the middle of the desert. The wind hit the foil. The result was that the hologram was shaking. So the public was a little bit disappointed to see that it was not as good as expected. So that was the example of Michael Jackson. For this, here is another technology named holoscreen. So we didn't went so far to create the name. So holoscreen, it's a kind of mesh. It's a kind of mesh, a specific mesh that disappear face to the light. As you can see a lion in Paris. It's a specific event I made with Alexandre Zanetti in Paris a few years ago. And this artistic director, this creator, wanted to have some animals, wild animals in Paris, in order to have a focus on ecology and wild life that disappear on Earth. So he wanted to put some animals in Paris, and we have decided to use this specific mesh, this holoscreen, in order to have a better effect. It's easier than the paper ghost to set up. easier to dismantle, and the effect is really good. For an example, if the paper ghost is on 1 to 10, 10 being the best holographic system, the paper ghost is 10. The holo screen is 9.8, 9.5. So it's enough to have this feeling of holograms. That was crazy because people were just close to the holograms and couldn't see where the projector was, because we are still using a projector in order to launch the content. So normally, if we click on the picture, we have an example. No, is it launching? Là, maybe. No. Ah, yeah, it's coming. So once again, here was a zebra inside a jazz club in Paris. As we can see, there is a zebra inside the corridor. We can see the spotlight, you know, le point chaud, the hot spot, but face to the angle you can see people in the street that are coming to see what is happening. So the holographic effect is there. People were totally crazy about that. They took some photos, they share on social network. For this kind of content, we were around 1 billion people who has seen this video on the different network. This one is a video on my personal YouTube. So that's maybe why there is only 331 views. But can I show that we were on Minute Buzz? How to stop it? We were on. I don't know. So we were close to 1 billion people who've seen that. So this technology is totally perfect, for example, for a tour, for a specific event outside. You know, so once more, we are focused on these 3 components of the holograms. Is the materials. Here it's a holo screen. How to manage the environment. Here we were not able to manage the environment because it was in a public area, but we found the best place to set up the system in order to have a kind of control of the environment. And of course, the content here, it's a wild animal, so a zebra, a kangaroo, a lion, a tiger, and so on. So we'll see the next one. Yes, here is the free floating system. The free floating system is working as the paper ghost, but in 360 degree. The paper ghost, it's impossible for you to pass behind the system, because if you are behind the system, it's impossible for you to see the holograms. Here, it's a paper ghost, as you can see. I don't know if you see my mouse, but on you can see the Earth, and on the left, there is a glass. Okay, but behind, yes, exactly. Behind there is a glass. On the right there is a glass, and in front of the system there is a glass. It's impossible to see it due to the angle of the photo. But because we have this glass in reverse pyramid, we can turn around the system, and we are always seeing the Earth and the holograms. Video projectors are under the Earth, and the reflection is directly on the glass. I think that if we are starting the video, maybe if I do that. Oh, okay, thank you, Yovi. So it's 3 minutes, but we are not. It's not an obligation to see the 3 minutes. But anyway, this was from Farnborough Air Show in London. I was there. I set up this system with a French company, and it was to present a new engine from LEAP and CFM, a big company in the aeronautical industry. So there were the choice of bringing the engine from Toulouse to Farnborough, and the cost was around 1 million euro, so 1.2 millions of US dollar. Or the other choice was to add the holograms. It's cheaper, and you can do more than only see a motor inside aeronautical meetings. So they have decided to use the holographic system, and we were the only booth with an holographic system that managed a lot of people around that, professional who were totally interested by this technology, holographic system, of course, but for the client also to see how the engine is working, because it's the best to turn the engine in whatever sense you want, in whatever way you want. So once more, the triptych of the holographic, the content. It's a different way to create the content here. The materials, so the free floating system, reverse pyramidal, and of course, computer with video projectors. And the video projectors are totally hidden inside the structure. Yeah, we can use these systems for to show stuff and new trends inside shops, international meetings, and so on. So it's not made for the show, it's only for a presentation. Once more, if a client wants it for a show, help himself, I will be able to agree with him. So following it, here it's another kind of holographic technology. Here we are on the air system. So the air system, it's in fact water and fan and a kind of fog, but this fog is not wet. It's a dry fog made with water. It's a little bit weird to say that like that, but it's the machine. There is a machine up. Sorry, you can see the girl, you can see a butterfly, you can see a content behind the girls, and on the top there is the engine. So the engine is there creating the fog, and the fog is falling down. Okay, the fog is thin enough to be transparent, but big enough to make a projection on it. So you can see the hotspot behind, because it's where the video projector is to launch the content. And this system, with this system, you can pass through the holograms, you can play with it, and there is a video with a better English than me that will explain you exactly how it works. I will launch it if I can do it. Yes. Maybe with the sound. No sound? Maybe your V, it's because you are on mute. No, mute on your Zoom, I think.
Stop sharing and share it again.
So yeah, if you unmute your session and if you share it. Oh. So doesn't matter, no worries. it doesn't matter. So you can see different kind of example of this technology. As you can see, you can pass through it. It can be interactive. You can launch some brands. It's really like
Water and air came to life again. Feel and experience the wonder. Be free. Release the picture. Release your imagination and creativity. Now you can have it and use it at will. Play a game and have fun. Explore. Impress your spectators. Marvel. Create. Join. How will you use the technology of tomorrow? Leia Display System. The future is now.
yes. So once more, we are on this triptych of technology, triptych of holographic. So there is a screen. In fact, it's a screen made by wet fog, by a dry fog. With a dry fog, there is an engine, there is a content, and after that, it's an artistic direction in order to play or manage this kind of content. I will pass through this to go to the other. I'm sorry. So this one is a little bit different. Yeah, this technology is a little bit different. So the autostereoscopic system. So autostereoscopic is there to the definition of autostereoscopic, fastly, is the way to see in 3D without any kind of materials. So, for example, as human, and it's the same thing for animals, if you can see in 3D, it's because you have two eyes separated by 8 centimeters, more or less. Because this eye is pointing something, this other eye is pointing something else. The combination of the 2 point of view is making a 3D picture inside your brain, and the brain is managing this point of view without for you to be conscious of this. So the screen here is to recreate this kind of brain system. So this system is here to trick your brain. I don't know if you know that in India, but when I was young, I used to work with something like this, with a card inside, and if you move your card, the card is moving. The autostereoscopic screen is working exactly in the same way, with the same system. The content is made with between 9 and 32 point of view. So the screen is like a flat screen you can have at home or in a restaurant or in the subway or everywhere else. And but it's not exactly like your screen. There is a specific Windows on this screen and a specific computer on inside the screen to manage the content. The content is also different. We need to create the content in 9 to 30 point of view. So imagine a picture, imagine a camera. So you can see one point of view, imagine a second one, a third one, a fourth one, a 5th one, a 6th one, a 7th one, an 8th one, and so on until 232 point of view. Everything is inside the computer. Everything is managed by a computer with specific artists in order to create this content. With this autostereoscopic screen, you can be at 2, 3, 4 meters from the screen and have the feeling that, for example, here, Pinocchio will touch you with his nose. That's a little bit crazy the first time you can see that. I think I have a video included inside that, but it's only for you to have an example. It's
I built a wall of pie, and now they're
and we shut down.
falling, and you're the reason why. And with you, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
'Cause you are.
Wow, parfait. So here it's an example. So as you can see, it's you are seeing this example through your computer, and your computer is not an autostereoscopic screen. But I can give you the feeling you could have. The feeling is that you have the sensation that the giraffe is having his head outside the frame of the screen. That's totally incredible for advertisement, for example. It's a technology that is expensive. It's a technology that is heavy. You know, if you can carry on your TV with your arms, here you need between 2 or 3 people because it's around 100 kilos. So it's really, really, really. So the company Marvel Technology, I don't know them, but I can assure you that I have a partner in Europe that is creating this technology, this screen, and they know exactly how to manage that. So to stop it, yeah, I don't know how to. Thank you. So here it's a little bit different from the other technology I've presented to you because the content is really okay. So I've seen a question, but no worries. We will have time to answer questions after that. So this autostereoscopic screen is a little bit different because to create the content we need some real strong and experienced specialists. We need to have the materials, and it's impossible to have these materials on each corner of the world. It's an oligopolistic suppliers market, and if you want to use this technology, you need to be sure that it's a good and great investment because it's impossible to change the content as you wish. If you have the content, the way to create the content is expensive, and each content is for each content you have to restart from the beginning, that is to say from zero. Here it's another technology. It's holofan. So in fact, it's like a fan with LED, and it's turning, it's spinning, and the color of the LED is changing face to where the LED is on the fan. So maybe it's not clear. Maybe the video will will be more explicative. So there is a lot of brand that presenting this technology as an holographic system. It's a kind of gadget, but it works. If I don't make any mistakes, I think during a TAVF with Suresh 2 years or 3 years ago, I bring it with me one in order to show how it works. So, and it's exactly like this. So you just have to create the content. You pass this content through a software. The software is managing the content for the holofan, and after that you just have to play to put on play, and it works. And the best is you can add different kind of fan, the one closer to the other, in order to have a biggest picture. And of course, the advice is not to put your finger inside that. You can't pass through this system. You will be hurt, and you will hurt the system. So it's exactly how it works. I think it's the cheapest way to have an hologram. So here I think there is 2 systems. Yeah. Peut-être là. Yes. So yes, that's it. Okay, I think yes. Here I think is the last technology I will talk about, the holographic systems. This system, it's a teleport holo, so it's a way to how can I say, it's a way to imagine, with this system I could be with you in India in live and in holograms. So you have this box in India, I have a studio setup here in Montreal. The camera, the lighting, the setup of the studio is made to be sure that you will have the best picture of me in India. I make my conference, my webinar here from Montreal, and you will have the feeling that I am with you in India. So that's crazy. This technology is a little bit expensive. You have the sound, you have the light, it's heavy, but the main technical issue we could have is the way to download the signal from Montreal to India, because it works with internet, but the fastest internet network is, the best the picture is, because there will you will not have a lag between the way I move and the sound you hear. And it's a lot of this technical issue is happening really often in this kind of things, but it works really, really well. I think I have a video also. I can't, if I click there, maybe, yeah. So it's only 43 seconds, but yeah. So here you can see a DJ on a studio booth with a light, camera, background, and he's making his music. Okay, so here he's in live, and close to him, this is for the example, we can see the DJ making his show in the holographic booth. This is exactly how it works, and you have the feeling it's there. This is a teleport holo. So teleport for teleportation, holo for holographic, to answer the question I've seen. That's totally crazy. You can, we are in a pandemic situation here today, and it's a little bit difficult for people to be there, to be present, to have this physical relationship during meetings. And I think that it could be a good idea, for example, to avoid movement from, I don't know, if you are a CEO of a big company in Australia, maybe it could be more easier to use this technology to be there in New York for a presentation or the launching of a new product during a session. So there is a lot of application for this technology. The main point is it's a little bit heavy, and we have to get a good network connection in order to be sure that everything will be understandable and everything will be clear face to an audience. But for example, yes, the example I gave it to you, with this technology, I could be there in India, and you should have the feeling, you could have the feeling that I'm really with you, because I'm really with you today. But anyway, that's crazy. Next slide. So yes, examples. Of course, examples. Here, because I'm proud of that, according to time. Be fair with me. I have had the opportunity to meet the Jacksons, so not all the fours, but Tito and Marlon Jacksons a couple of years ago, because they came to me in order to with a project. The project was to make a tour, an anniversary tour with holographic technologies. So as I told you, here at Cassis, we are managing rights, we are managing licenses, and it was really hard to manage rights with the Jacksons. So the project here today is still on the pipe, but it's impossible to go forward with this project because of the rights to use these songs or this picture or this whatever. But anyway, that was the project. And if I click here, you will see, of course, c'était quoi? Sorry, I think I have it somewhere. Yes, but just a second. Sorry. I will. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. So it was a video of Jackie Jackson telling that he was totally interested by using the technology we have to. No worries, Irvi. It doesn't matter. Technology we have to maybe we can do that. Maybe I can share my screen because the password is directly screen. I will share my screen too. Okay, and here I will share it to you. I apologize for this delay. I'm just asking few seconds and I will show you. Okay. Holographic systems. Yes. Normally, if I click here, okay, and up. So here it's Jackie Jackson. So here it's Laurent. Laurent is presenting the technology because I used to work with Musion Canada before, and Laurent and Musion, K6 and Musion Canada used to work together on this technology and on this project. So I will just go a little bit forward because he's speaking English. So here it's Renal Vigneault, VP Technology Musion Canada. And we can see where Jackie. So Jackie is there.
What an Oscar.
So it was just, I will stop the sharing. It was just to share with you that we have access to different kind of people around the world because we are managing these technologies and we know exactly what we are doing. So Hervé, do you want to share again the presentation, please? Thank you, Hervé. So, and because it was a surprise to me to meet the Jacksons, I was totally crazy. My mind was just blew up when I knew that I will meet them. And we passed 2 hours to talk about these technologies and to see exactly what we could do and so on. But after that, so the project is still there, but we are not moving forward anymore for this project. Yeah, thank you, Yuri. Je comprends pas. Ah, yeah, okay. It's yes. So here it's IA, ARIA. So IA, sorry, IA, it's what we are naming that a Vocaloid. So it's a Japanese, it's a well-known pop star, virtual pop star in Japan. And the Japanese company, First Place, came to us in order to ask us to set up an holographic system, easy to set up, easy to dismantle, in order to make a concert. So normally there is a video. Yes, there. No? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Advertisement. The same thing everywhere in the world. So as you can see, there is a lot of people. There is it's an audience, a concert, and so on. And the content is managing, and the system we used is the holo screen that permit us to make the projection to make a real projection on the screen, and people are just there to enjoy the concert. So there are some real dancers, and they are really dancing with this holographic pop star. This concert was made in Atlanta in November last year, and it was a really strong success. I remember because I was so tired to set up everything and to be sure that it works. Here it's a kind of it's like ARIA we just seen, but the difference is this holographic Canadian pop star is in live. ARIA was pre-recorded. Here it's totally in live, and the fact that the holograms is in live was totally, the pipeline was totally made by K6 Media Group with Diomatic. So we are totally proud of what we've done. You will see, I think, a short video, 3 minutes now, but a short video. It was during the launching. So the first time we've launched Maya on the social network was during this night in 2016. And I will try to, yes, because there is a kind of interview at the end. No? I'm really sorry. It's not the right content but at the end, there was an interview between the hologram and the presenter. So, but just for you to know that, sorry, for you to know that it was totally in live. It's made with a nyliner system, paper ghost system. There was a motion capture studio close to the stage, and the model was there and was able to see where are the people on the stage, how they this hologram could interact directly with the audience, name people, talk to them, and so on. So, sorry. Yes. Est-ce que c'est... Sorry. Yes. So, pardon. Sorry. So, the holographic system are the next way to appreciate content, in my point of view. Here at K6 and here at Diomatic, we manage pixels, we manage technology, and we have an expert in our company, me, for holographic system. We manage contents, and we are mixing technology already exists with our technology. That's the state of mind of Remix. We are the owner of few software and plugins dedicated to create content. Our long-term partner who know exactly how the technology is working are based in Europe, Asia, and of course, Canada. We manage the recorded or live holographic content in real texture or in animation. The next session, I will talk to you about how to manage live animation, puppetry. We have a strong experience in these technologies. That's totally true. We are motivated by a leitmotiv, which is embracing the remix. A state of mind is that a good idea is coming from another good idea. And these are our partner clients, strong. Just a few examples. So Unity, a game engine, Autodesk, of course, since a long time, Microsoft, Apple, because we are creating mobile apps. 3ds Max, of course, because we need to use these technologies, Adobe and Unreal. And merci beaucoup. That's all. I've seen sorry, many questions. I've seen 4 questions, and it was impossible for me to manage the questions and the presentation, but I have a question from Bhavesh. What is this technology named for, sir? So what kind of technology? Bhavesh asked me. No. You're hearing me, Suraj? Yeah. No. Yes. Bhavesh. Okay. So you asked me a question. What was the question about? What kind of technology? Did I answer you? You described the.
Ask
Okay.
your question. Can
Okay.
you turn on your video and audio, please?
Yeah, I described it after. Okay, that's great. So I'm there to hear you if you have any kind of questions about the holographic systems or animation. If I wasn't clear, if my English was awful, sometimes. You will see, just to add something, you will see in the next few years a lot of companies that will develop a lot of holographic content for holographic systems, because it's in our imagination, this holographic system, holographic contents. If you are looking for, I don't know, Iron Man, for example, in Iron Man, there is Jarvis. In Europe, we name it Jarvis, which is a personal assistant, and it's a computer, an IA. And as soon as Iron Man need to manage stuff, it's asking the IA to set up something in holographic in order to move it. You can see the same kind of stuff in Minority Report. You can see that in Terminator. You can see that in the different kind of Marvel. So from the 30, 40, 50 last years, you can see that holograms are in our imagination. Most of the time, it's in science fiction. But today, I can say that the reality is running after the science fiction. So we know how to create that in post-production. For our part at KSX, we know exactly how to build it in the real life.
Beto.
Yes.
Beto, hi.
Hi.
You know very well, you've been to India a couple of times and you have explored Indian markets. You know the potential of India, right? So I just want to understand, from you into K6 now, do you have, any kind of plans to elaborate in Indian market? And if yes, what, if can be? And also, you meeting here about 99% of people are from engineering background students, or will there be any kind of opportunities to work on any kind of small projects, or maybe some kind of opportunities to know about K6 Media's operations, to know and learn from you for about very small work period time? Is it possible to learn something virtually if you can teach? Is there any kind of options, or will you be open to?
Yeah, so in the business, if I am not open to different kind of stuff or of things, we can't go forward. So when I used to work at Musion Canada, it was a real opportunity to build something between India and Canada. Here at K6, we are managing so many projects in animation that holograms, it's an opportunity. How can I say that? It's not today. It's not in our plan to develop stuff or companies in India, but we have an eye on India in creating content. For example, I have an example. We were approached during MIFA last year. MIFA, it's a international animation summit in Cannes, in France. In Nancy, in France. And a company came to us because they are the owner of an Indian property, Indian intellectual property based on Gandhi story. So Gandhi, and it was to create a cartoon. The company is European, the property is Indian, and we were approached to set up a financial structure and to co-produce between Europe, Canada, and India. So in the case of co-production of animation, for my part, there is no problem. We just have to see if there are some agreements between India and Canada about animation. The element I know, the information I know, is there is a lot, really a lot of agreements between India and Canada for industry, research, development, economical, textile, and so on, but not for the animation. Everything about the animation in India the Indian animation industry is running after the Prime Minister, I think, and the government in India in order to tell them, okay, there is a lot of agreement, international agreement for every kind of stuff we are able to do, but not for animation. That's a shame. I think that last year you've had some election. Yeah. So the animation industry in India hoped to have some changement in this kind of agreement. It doesn't happen. So that is to say that, yes, it could be a good opportunity because we know that we could produce in India a lot with a high quality. I know that. And Suresh and me, you know, Suresh, we had in a restaurant, and I was focused on a teeny company in animation. I took the photo and I talked to them, but it was impossible because there are no agreements. The only way to do that is to create something in audiovisual, but not in animation, or in R&D, but not in animation, and so on. So yes, that could be great, but now I don't know. So,
Yeah, because as holographic, if anything you want to make from Canada or any other country to bring into India, it is very expensive. It becomes very expensive because you and me also worked on one of the projects, DLF. It
yes,
couldn't turn
I
out
remember.
because it couldn't turn out because of the cost. It was going in like $1 million kind of a thing. But if you develop some kind of an arm which actually can create in India also, there is a huge market because a kind of animation industry nearly about 7 to 8,000 crores as of now in India, what I'm talking about, which is really massive. Okay, if the agreements, if I hope that should work out something, that is what I can hope. Meanwhile, anything students wants to learn, I would like to approach you over the mail. If it is possible, you can give a small internship programs for K6 Media for Indian students. That can be great. I can request you for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I will put across a mail. If it is possible, that can be great.
Yeah. So yeah, send me. You know me, Suresh. So you can ask me everything. So ask me by email in order to be sure that I'm understand every specific point to be focused and not to make any kind of mistakes without understanding something, because I'm French and my English is the best and better, but okay, but just in order to avoid mistakes. But
Sure.
I remember DLF, but the project DLF was because it was really expensive. It was I remember that we used to talk about $300,000 but it's because DLF wanted something in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was short time, very
Yeah,
short
in
time.
a shorter it was too short. But anyway, if we have time, of course it could be cheaper, but we are talking about always 100, 200,000 US dollar. It's not something you can buy. So the holophane, you can buy it for 3,000-4,000 US dollar.
Correct.
Or even cheaper maybe today, because it's really like a gadget. But the way to create content, the recipe, if you know the recipe, you know exactly how to do it. If you have the right materials, you know exactly how to do it. And if you know exactly how to manage everything, you have your holographic system.
Superb. Thanks, Bethel. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'm seeing three. No. No. So I have a question from Bhavesh, I think. Say, is it possible to take the class of students which a 3D teacher phenomenon with this technology? Yes, you can have a 3D teacher phenomenon with this technology in his class, and the teacher is in the class. Let me know, sir. Yeah. So Bhavesh, I can assure you that it's totally doable. because we I read it for everyone. So Bhavesh asked me something. In fact, he asked me, sir, is it possible to take the classes of students with a 3D teacher phenomenon with this technology, while each student is in class and the teacher is in the class? If it's possible, please let me know, sir. So my answer, Bhavesh, is yes. We can have a 3D teacher inside the teleport holo, the box I described it to you, and all the students can be in the class, and the box in front of the class, the teacher is at home and he can share the content inside the box, and you will have the feeling that the teacher is with you in the class. If we are talking about a 3D teacher, so 3D teacher for me, what I'm understanding is an animation teacher in 3D. So it's also totally doable. It's expensive because we have to rig the character, we have to puppet the character, but also it's totally doable. So your question is yes.
Superb. Any more questions? Nice. I think we're already up to the time too.
So
thank you, Beto, for a wonderful session.
Thank you very much, Suresh. Thank you all.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Right. It's always a pleasure to see you, everyone.
Same here,
So
same
that's great. That's great.
Over to Priyanshi.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session. I would request now to everyone to please turn on your cameras so that we can have a photograph.
Yes, a photo. A photo, everyone. Don't leave the session.
Pragati, Prashant, guys, just 2 minutes. If you all can turn on your camera.
I can see Megal, Disha, Chitya, Samoita, Shubham, of course, Srivatsa. So everyone on the top of my screen, I can see them. Everyone back on my screen, I can't see them.
Yeah, they are shy. They are camera shy.
Yeah, I know, but
they don't like to turn on their video.
I don't bite. Everything is
branching. Why is your video off?
Yeah, we are just together, you know. We know each other now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Prashant, Anoop, Rishabh, Divya, you can just keep on your phone camera up.
For 2 seconds, actually.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. If you share photos from you on Facebook or Instagram, you don't have to be ashamed to be on Zoom. No worries.
Totally agree.
And I share a lot of Facebook, Instagram. That's why I'm there.
Kshitija, did you manage to get picture?
All right. Thank you, Beto. Thanks a lot. Yeah, see you soon.
You're welcome.
So next session from Beto is on 15th.
The 15th, yeah, the 15th, yeah. And we will talk about how to puppet animation. It will be faster. It will be shorter than today and the last day. I can assure you, because there are examples, only few examples, only few explanation. No worries, not 1 hour. I promise.
Thank you, Beto. It was wonderful to understand holograms from you, and looking forward for the next session.
Mercy. Bye.
Yes, guys, tune in tomorrow at 7 o'clock for Brat's Talk of IBS Kolkata, a panel discussion by the students for the students. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
So much, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
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 Have a
Bye.
great day, Beto. Bye.
Thank you.